How we doing, guys? This episode 26 of the Curran Kaden or Current Events. It used to be the college football show. Now it's just the show. You know, we just sit here. We talk some ball. We talk some ladies. We talk whatever we want to talk about, you know. It's a great time every week. We're on episode 26. 26, baby. Say what's up to Curran over here.
Yo, what's up, guys?
We got a third host right here. This is our man. This is Jay. This is J17. J Life. Normally runs, you know, the show behind the scenes, but we're expanding out. We getting right. We getting active. We got some stuff to talk about, man. A huge week in sports. Obviously, you know, we had the Masters. Masters golf tournament. We had the college football spring games. We had UFC 314. NBA playoffs, play-ins.
Yeah, play-in.
And we had, some great college baseball games. Normally we'll start, I'm going to start from the least important to most important. I'm going to start with college baseball today. I just want to talk about a few things. College baseball. This week, I think yesterday, I don't know the scores exactly from all the games, but I do know that Georgia won this series against Arkansas, number one ranked Arkansas last week. And I just saw that Alabama played against, it was just on my YouTube. I guess it was Arkansas again, maybe? It was another ranked team. I think it was a ranked on ranked. I can go out and look really in a jiff real quick. It was Alabama and Mississippi State, who actually is not ranked.
Oh.
Texas and LSU. Texas moves to number one.
Texas does move to number one?
Yeah.
Numero uno. What you think about Texas? What you think about them Longhorns, Kerr?
I don't know. It's Texas.
I feel like they've gotten better at, like, overall every sport in the past, like, couple years, honestly.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
football. That turnaround in football was crazy when they got Sark. Because his first year they were bad, but, like, Texas was always this school with all this money.
Yeah.
But their sports teams were never
That
prominent.
good.
Like, they were good. Maybe
No,
they would have a team that was, like,
Each of one of their
equivalent to
sports
a-
will have like a year or two.
Yeah.
Greatness, and then they'll go back to.
Or they'll be
mediocre.
like the equivalent to like a 9-3 college football team.
Yeah,
like
like-
you know, like not middle of the pack, slightly above that,
Yeah,
but pretty good.
Like when you think of Texas winning, you think like, oh, they got that one guy. Like with basketball, they had Kevin Durant those few years. Football, they had Vince Young.
Yeah,
And it's just like, you know, they have to have that star to win.
but it's kind of Starks changed the culture. They don't really have. I wouldn't say there was a one. I mean, college football now it's not
Yeah, well, obviously not.
not a
it's
one-star sport, but
I mean, they still got that one. They got that new one star on their team. So that
who do you think was Texas football star last year? Not Isaiah Bond.
probably Quinn Ewers.
He got rotated a lot with.
That's I don't know if I would say Quinn.
Well, I'm talking about
Ewers.
like everybody knows him.
I think the
Yeah,
best player
I
on
know
that
he's
team
good.
was probably somebody on the defensive side.
Yeah,
You know what?
probably.
Probably their wide receiver.
Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
Gunnar Helm, their tight end was pretty good.
Oh, didn't something happen to Bond recently?
Yeah, he did get arrested.
Yeah.
Yes, so something did happen. Speaking of, college football and players leaving and player news, Nitrarion Tuggle from Georgia has hit the transfer portal for the third time.
Oh.
But this time I think he is gone because he did get arrested recently. So, props to him. Just talking more about college baseball. I think, what is Georgia sitting at, 2 or 3? Or further down? We might be a little further down the list.
They're up there. They've been winning a lot recently.
Georgia's the best offense, and I know we have our offense is
Yeah.
statistically the best.
Y'all weren't ranked very high at the beginning of the season.
We were ranked 3rd or 2nd.
The beginning of the season.
Yeah, then we dropped during like the first few weeks.
Yeah.
We dropped back to 10th. It's hard to find the freaking rankings now, just because
Everything's blocked.
everything, like you can't find college baseball for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, college baseball, it's a great time. I enjoy watching college baseball, especially, I don't really – it's hard to find the games Georgia was ranked 7th. Arkansas was ranked 1st when we beat them, so we probably did move up. College baseball has been fun to watch this year, man. Georgia beat Texas. We went 1. They went 1, and I think they got the last one. They hit a walk-off to win. So, yeah, I guess that they won that, and then they had to beat somebody good and go up to 1.
Auburn did sweep Alabama, Curran. How do you feel
I
about
did
that?
see that. You know, I don't really watch so much baseball, so
Well, Bama
It's out
still
of-
has,
it's out of my hands
Bama
right
still
now.
has the lead in the wheelchair basketball. I did see
oh
that.
yeah,
They
they're
went
really good at that.
2-1 in that.
Yeah.
You know, that's about. I mean, Curran, you want to talk about college softball or anything? I know you
Nah.
love women's sports.
I do not really have anything on that right now.
And
so-
why is that? You don't like women's sports? You don't think women can play?
Nah, I've seen.
How about this? Why don't you think women play golf against men? The hole's
I
the
don't-
same size.
I don't know.
You don't think women can drive?
What?
Just trying to get you off balance here. Let's forge on to another topic. Curran, what do you want to talk about? We got CFP spring games. We got Rory wins the Masters. We got UFC 314 and NBA playoff preview.
Breaking news: Lee Corso is retiring. from
Oh, I
college
did see
football.
that. Yeah, they said from college football or all sports.
I think he's just retiring in general.
Huh.
I think
I did
he's-
see that.
I think he's gonna do week 1 of college football, and that's gonna be like his send-off show.
But Lee Corso isn't like my pride and joy on the thing. I'm not gonna lie. He's good, but he's more of a Kirk Herbstreit guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Tim Tebow's pretty funny on there. I'm not a big Feinbaum guy. Never have been. Big Tennessee fan. Yeah. Breaking news. We'll talk about the spring games. Curran, did you research a little bit about Alabama's spring game or anything?
I did not. I just know nobody showed up to it.
Really?
Yeah, it was
To A-Day?
dead.
Nobody showed up to A-Day?
What I've seen is last year was like sold out. This year there was like a quarter of the
Yeah.
stadium filled.
Dang. I think Georgia's was like I think we got 44,000 in there on G-Day.
Mm.
But in 2016 we had 90,000. Our stadium only holds 92.
Oh,
That's like a primetime game packed out
that's crazy.
at 10 a.m.
Who can
Uh,
pack the most people out in a stadium, you think?
Oh, and college football,
Yeah.
it's Texas A&M. They can
Texas.
hold 121,000.
Yeah.
That's insane. If Georgia closed their stadium off and made it a dome, we could hold. I think it was 120,000.
Mm.
It'd be just under A&M's. So, but
That's
we have
crazy.
an opening in our stadium, so we can only hold 93.
Mm.
121,000 people.
That's a lot of
That's a
people.
lot.
It's always, and all those fans show up anytime Alabama plays. I feel like they get
Mm.
so loud for Bama, more loud than any other. Let's talk about the worst stadium in college in the SEC, Vandy,
Oh, the one that's been under construction for
the one that
years?
literally injures everybody.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody can. It injured Brock Bowers. I shed a tear when that happened. Tear ran down my leg. Let's talk about it. But yeah. I know what happened in the Georgia spring game. Watched. I had to listen to it on the radio. I thought I was back in the 1940s. So, yeah, that was weird. It was a bunch of advertisements, believe it or not, for it was like local restaurants. It's a good time, but yeah, Kirby Smart wasn't overly excited in the press or post presser, but Gunnar Stockton apparently is the guy, and he looked really good in the spring game from all the footage I saw of it. And we have a bunch of young receivers that are really fast. We have one kid that's really fast, Taylor. He can fly. Colby Young finally back on the team, looked really good, and we have some injuries still, especially at the running back position. Dylan Bell, the guy who caught that game-tying touchdown
Oh yeah.
against Bama, he has moved to running back because we are so low on running back depth. 2 years ago, he did play a lot of running back for us. His brother Micah Bell we got him out of the transfer portal. Looks like the steal of the transfer portal. Was a 2-star out of the transfer portal. We got him. He had 2 touchdowns in G-Day. Looks like a baller. But not a shot caller. Neither is Mark Sears. Let's forge on, baby.
Ooh, 7 days until the NFL draft.
That is crazy. Pretty crazy to think about. Why don't you think we have a draft here at Pelham High School?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, why don't we draft players?
Like
The military has a draft.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think? Why don't you think more people dodge the NFL draft? People get arrested for dodging the military draft.
I think more people would rather play football than go into the military.
Why is that? You're saying the military aren't tough?
No, I think it's tougher to be in the military.
Run
than
a sound
the NFL.
effect. I mean, they wear helmets. Football players wear helmets.
True. No, I don't know about that one.
You think football players are scared because they wear helmets? Golfers don't wear helmets.
Maybe.
Just saying. Just a
Maybe.
thought. You can think on that. Rory McIlroy wins the green jacket and becomes the 8th guy to complete the career Grand Slam on the PGA Tour. Curran, did you see anything Masters related or watch any bit of the Masters?
I watched-
J-Life, did you watch any?
I
I watched a tiny bit at work, but
Tiny bit.
he did almost sell.
That was he didn't, I mean, you're playing Augusta. That was probably, if that was your first Masters watching it, that was probably the best Masters in the past 10 years. Like, that was a crazy Masters. Yeah. It was so fun to watch.
I remember I was watching, like, my parents were watching it, like, right as he got onto the green, and I was watching it a little bit, but then I went into the other room to go grab something when he missed the shot.
You're talking about which one, Rory?
Yeah.
To send it into a playoff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did miss the putt. So we were playing on the golf course, and I started jumping up and down, screaming. I was so happy he missed the putt. Because I wanted Rory to win, but I wanted a playoff because it's fun.
Yeah.
Especially at Augusta. You won't ever see playoffs. The last one was Sergio in 2017. What did you think about the Masters, Jay?
I saw Bryson DeChambeau shoot a little. I saw him drive. He looked pretty good.
He was playing well till the last day.
Yeah. The first day, Rory, bro, he looked so good.
Rory?
Yeah.
Rory and DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Rory
He
kept
looked
playing well. Rory played really well in the last day.
Yeah.
But Rory's game looks so dialed in, just amazing.
Pure.
But yeah, it's just because I mean, moving forward, we got some tournaments still, but Masters is always great. The first major of the year.
It was in Augusta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Augusta National, most beautiful place in the world. Besides Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. Curran, what you thinking? You look like you're thinking on something.
I mean, I don't get any thoughts in my head right now, so.
No thoughts at all, huh? Throw that. No, don't do it yet. Just give her a second. Man. I'm going to shortly recap UFC 314. This was a pretty action-packed UFC 314. I'm going to talk about just 2 fights because, we don't have all the time in the world. But, Paddy Pimblett gets the job done with a third-round knockout, or TKO, not knockout. TKO over Michael Chandler. And then Volk gets Diego Lopez also by, I think it's submission or TKO. No, decision. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Got him by decision. Diego fight was a little bit closer than the Paddy fight, but Volk handled that fight pretty easily. Obviously looks like the dominant fighter since Ilya's left the division. And I love that for Volk. Diego's still young, can still get back in that title shot. Got to win just one fight, and he's back there. But the Paddy and Chandler thing's weird because now you got Paddy, who's the 7th-ranked contender in the world, but he's in the most stacked division in the UFC. He's in the lightweight division. So in lightweight, you got Islam, who's just as good, if not better than Habib. Could be the GOAT if he didn't get knocked out in his second fight. You got Ilia Topuria now, the featherweight champion, who hasn't lost a fight yet, undefeated.
Wow.
You have Michael Chandler. You have Dustin Poirier. You have Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
You got, if Colby Covington comes down, you got Colby Covington. It's just such a stacked division, man. You got Arman Sarukian, who I think is the next fight for Islam Makhachev. What I think should happen is Ilya, coming up from 145, should fight Paddy Pimblett. And if he beats Paddy, then he gets a title shot. And say he loses, if Paddy loses, then he fights the loser of Islam and Arman. Or he fights Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier wins, he can retire. A lot of options there.
Yeah.
Did you watch any UFC?
I did not, but I did see a TikTok of Paddy winning.
Yeah, he I thought that fight could go either way. I thought Chandler's so experienced, and Chandler is still, like, ripped and also very athletic. But I think Paddy's so underrated good. I think people always sleep on Paddy, and he's been dominant. He really hasn't had a close fight. And his jiu-jitsu is so good.
They haven't for real knocked him down with like a punch.
No, because he has really good striking.
Yeah.
But his jiu-jitsu is really, really good.
I've seen him get hit though a couple times, but
Yeah, Chandler got him good in the first round.
I mean,
Yeah, if you got a good chin.
yeah.
But Chandler clocked him in the first round bad. I don't know how he didn't get knocked down. Or maybe that was Diego Lopez that clocked. Nope, that was Chandler clocked Paddy. Paddy didn't go down, but yeah. Paddy looked shredded too in this fight because he gets heavy in between fights.
Yeah.
Did you see how big he was?
2 years ago, he got fat, bro.
Yeah.
Like fat because he got injured, so he was out of the testing pool and he got fat.
Yeah.
But he looked quick. He looked really quick.
He looked good.
Yeah, he did look very good in that fight. It was hard to stream it. Trying to shut down all these illegal websites to stream them on.
Yeah.
Making me upset. I think Curran. I think it's time for Curran's call-ins.
Let's do it.
You see that? Hit the
Curran, man, do you think we
turn her up a little bit on the
teach
computer.
us how to get some ladies, man? I see you out here getting all these ladies, man. You need to teach me what to do. Man, I just wanted to say, roll tide, man. Roll tide!
Hey, roll tide to you too.
Curran, man, you got to teach these people how to get on these ladies.
That's true. That's true.
Ladies, man, Curran.
I mean, I don't really do anything for that. I'm just me.
Just you.
I'm just me.
Dude, I got to start watching Steph Curry or something, dude. I got to become a Warriors fan. These ladies just love the Curry.
Yeah.
Aisha Curry, isn't that her name?
Yeah. I think it is.
And what is Zaya Wade? Is that the other one?
Isn't that Dwayne Wade's kid?
Yeah.
Kid.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one. Yeah, Curran, you're the NBA guy. I'm gonna let you and J Life know more about NBA than me.
All right.
Go Rockets.
NBA play-in happened earlier this week after the Warriors had a loss to the Clippers in the last regular season game of the year. We dropped down to the 7th seed, I think. We played Memphis in the first round, and we beat them 121-116. And Golden State is going on to fight the Houston Rockets.
Go Rockets.
Let's see. We did let Desmond Bain drop 30 somehow. Ja left with the ankle injury. I think he came back though. But probably the two best players that are going to be in this playoffs this year, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Butler dropped 38, Curry dropped 37. So I feel like the Rockets are going to be a very good first round match. And Curry has never lost a series to the Rockets, so I don't expect that to change.
Glaze.
I don't expect that to change. Then we're going to probably play the Lakers in the next round.
And then lose to the triple threat of Austin Reeves,
Nah.
the triple threat of Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, and who's the other white guy? Alex Caruso.
He's not even on
He's
that
on
team
the
anymore.
Bulls.
Oh,
He's on the Thunder.
He is?
Yeah, he got traded.
When?
At the
didn't Jimmy
start
Butler
of the
get
season.
traded?
To the Warriors? Yeah.
That's right.
And
He
then
got traded this season.
Yeah, that's right.
last night we had. Oh, also the Magic beat the Hawks. They go on to play the Celtics. Yeah, Josh is
Are you a
apparently
Magic fan?
He's apparently a Magic fan now.
What? Who? Why? I don't even know anybody that's a Magic fan.
I don't know.
That's such an odd team.
I mean, I think
That's like the Kings.
that's
like,
like
who's
the
the
closest NBA besides Atlanta.
No,
Memphis,
Memphis,
or
Grizzlies.
New Orleans.
Yeah, and Atlanta.
Memphis, or Memphis.
Yeah. I mean, that's the closest team in Florida. Orlando's a little bit closer to Miami, but Memphis. What's another major city around?
New Orleans.
Yeah, NOLA,
That's
Texas.
Orlando Magic, New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans
yeah.
is still. I think that's a little bit closer than Orlando. Orlando's a ways away,
yeah, that's like 4 hours.
but
Or not? No, like that's a 4-hour flight.
I
so-
forget the Grizzlies are close to us. Like not that far.
Yeah, they're like
I've never been to Tennessee.
it's a little bit longer drive than Atlanta.
Really.
It's like 2.5 hours, something like that. But last night we had the Mavericks. They beat the Kings 120-106. Anthony Davis dropped 27. Klay Thompson, redeeming himself from last year, dropped 23 instead of 0. Wish he was still on the Warriors. But tonight,
The Splash Bros.
do we have
You missed that?
anything? Yes, I do miss the Splash Bros.
So does Kyle O'Neal. He has a shirt with says the Splash Bros on it.
Okay, so tomorrow, the Heat beat the Bulls. I think Tyler Hero dropped a lot. Tyler Hero dropped 38 on the Bulls.
And Tyler Hero has there's a Jack Harlow song called Tyler Hero.
There is.
Why doesn't he have one called LeBron James
He might be a Tyler Hero guy.
over LeBron?
I mean,
Well, LeVar Ball said that Lonzo's better than LeBron.
was he wrong? But anyway, tomorrow night we have the Heat versus the Hawks. Winner will play the Cavs in the first round, and Memphis and Dallas will play. Winner plays OKC. But playoffs do start Saturday night. Bucks and Pacers. Oh wow, they play early. They play at 12. Clippers, Nuggets, Pistons, Knicks, and Timberwolves, Lakers will all play. And then Sunday we'll get the rest of the games started.
Well, I think this just about wraps up this show. We're gonna do a little outro, and then we'll get out of here. Run that outro. It's called the outro song. It should be up there.
Gotta rep the GOAT.
And switch the camera. Turn it up all the way. I want that Johnny bumping. Might have to take the headphones off.
Oh God, yeah, I'm taking